this time. Skis his way inside the 10. First and goal. Christian McCaffrey got a bruising block from Brandon Ayuk. Got another from Ray McLeod.
Garoppolo, first pass to Christian McCaffrey. Oh, McCaffrey turns on the Jets, and he's got a first down.
Free up the middle, inside the 10. A stiff arm at the 5, and in for the touchdown.
Use check blocking out front. Oh, a hurdle for McCaffrey. Limping his way for the touch.
McCaffrey
Again, and for the 4th time today.
McCaffrey gets it up the gut, big hole. McCaffrey sprinting free, and he's tripped up inside the 50.
McCaffrey into the end zone, touchdown 49ers.
Here's Purdy on first down, late blitz coming, in trouble. Purdy stays up on his feet somehow, and now throws.
Today for the Steelers. Purdy running and going down. 49 play action. Purdy looking end zone. Lets it rip, and he's got a touchdown to Brandon Ayuk.
On first down, pressure coming. Purdy throws over the middle, and it's Jawan Jennings with
nothing downfield. Smith Williams was chasing. Purdy gets out of there. Looking deep, back of the end.
We saw him do this earlier in the game. I think it was like a
What's good, Carlos? Merry
Christmas,
everybody. Happy holidays.
Purdy.
I see your
Pressure coming late. Throws to McCaffrey. McCaffrey twisted to the goal line. And
Jim, it was a little faint for me.
down the field. What a play to Kittle at the 40-yard.
Purdy looking up top. Downfield he goes, and he's got Deebo Samuel. Deebo.
37, the end around to Deebo Samuel. Has a blocker and Kittle in front of him. And Samuel with a first down into Rams.
Blitz coming. Picked up. Purdy.
Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas, everybody. How are we doing this morning? Week 17 is here. We are an hour away from the game kickoffs right here. We're going to have the not the Houston Texans. We're going to have a Christmas Day Netflix special of the Chiefs versus Steelers this morning and the Ravens versus the Texans. So I'm going to be live for about an hour or 50 minutes here. We got to head to my mom's here in about an hour 30 for Christmas. So fire away with all the questions. I'm going to hop into some drafters drafts. If you guys do not have drafters, make sure you sign up using code SLEEVES. I'll match your deposit up to $100, and you can draft with us all off season long next season, and we can do a couple of the playoff drafts here coming down the stretch. I see a question from Daniel here. He says, hey guys, Merry Christmas. I'm playing for third since Arizona gave me -1. Connor got hurt and Jacobs was pulled early. Dude, Jacobs would have gone for 30, man. That was crazy. Need to start off strong, Pittsburgh or Miami D. I'm going Miami D, man. I'm definitely going to target DTR this week. DTR is just absolutely atrocious at quarterback. You have to like that matchup. What's the deal here? How come I can't pick? Yeah, wasted 10 seconds there. That's fun. I'm going to take Henry. I don't really like that pick. What's good, Nick? Do I like the Raider D? I mean, they're not a good defense. They're missing their superstar. So, I mean, is it a good matchup? Yeah, it is. But do I trust a bad defense? You can take the shot if you want. It's rough. What's up, Lori? Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you and your family as well. From Pittsburgh, go Steelers, playing for third also. Let's go. I hope the Steelers win, man. Dude, if you look around, it's all 49ers. The Chiefs own my 49ers. I hope. I'm so sick of these Chiefs, man. Thank you for the subscription. Lylan, Mr. Magic, what is good, my man? Welcome back. Merry Christmas to you and your family as well. Bandit Locks in the building. God, it's early, man. It's the worst part. So I don't know if I'm waiting for Tracy. He re-aggravated that ankle. I have the same situation in one league as well, but I do have Singletary to back him up. Didn't practice Wednesday. Tracy followed up with the comments. Officially, this is DMP. Giants first injury report. He'll have 2 more chances. I mean, he could. The matchup is very good to wait for. It's just, man, do I want to risk it? Hollywood could be a nice play. I mean, he saw 8 targets on limited snaps. They're going to increase his snaps to probably 40-50%. He could always pop a bomb. Okay, so we do have Zach Sharp. Kenneth Walker is out. Zach Charbonnet is in. So make sure you guys have that locked in. Man, I don't really like this setup here. I am going to snag. Yeah, we're going to play it deep here. I'm going to go Pacheco. Hopefully he can find the end zone. And I'm going to go Zay Flowers, hoping he gets a bomb here. Any good QBs to stream, Lori? Who is available on your waiver wire, Lori? So when I'm looking at Stafford and Rodgers, I actually like Bryce Young as a streamer this week. Tampa Bay's secondary is very susceptible to the pass. It could be a very nice play, but it is risky in the championship to start Bryce Young. I mean, that's for sure.
Oh, sure. What's up?
Just depends on who you have.
Hope everybody's having a wonderful and very Merry Christmas.
Stream here as well. There we go. Let me turn that down. What Mr. Magic says, pick 3 to play out of the game. Pick 3, let's play a what-if game. Out of Cup, Debo, Jalen out, Kamara, hopeful return, Sharp, Walker out, Garendo's practicing supposedly this week. He's going to be good to roll. Man, that's a good list there, Mr. Magic. I'm definitely starting Cup and Devonta at wide receiver. I'm definitely starting Kamara versus the Raiders if he's out there. Charbonnet, Chicago, they've been getting gashed by the run. You got to like Charbonnet and you got to like Garendo. I mean, you can't get all 5 of them in. Devonta's been getting force-fed by Aaron Rodgers. You can't sit Devonta. Mr. Magic says, my kicker is Fairbairn. Do I play him? I don't like the early game or pivot to McManus or Richard. So when you're looking at McManus or Richard, right, you're getting the Green Bay game. Could be a shootout game. Could be lots of touchdowns. I like that as well. Hang on, I'm on the clock here. Let me get a pick in. Running backs locked in. Wide receiver. We're going to go DeAndre Hopkins. We're going to take Patrick Mahomes. We're going to lock up a KC stack here. I'm not against that. Let me close this out. Okay, back to the question here. McManus, he could be good as well. Richard could be good as well. It's just, tough to know which kicker's going to pop in that game. I do think it's going to be over 50 points in that game. So, do I like Fairbairn today versus the Ravens? Their red zone D is very good. Just depends on the game script if the Texans keep up. They've been kind of slumping. They lost Tank Dell. They add Deontay Johnson. I don't think he's going to do much in his first couple of games here. I like Fairbairn still as a starting kicker. I mean, he's hard to bench. He's been a top 10 kicker all year long. I think you ride with, your guy. If Tracy plays and hurt again, I'm cooked. It is. That's such a tough situation, Bandit. It's terrible. I'm okay with Hollywood, although I really love Tyrone Tracy's matchup if he's out there. That's the worst part. And it's, championship week, and we got Christmas games on Wednesday, so it's rough. Absolutely terrible timing for him to pop that. BDE in the building. If you guys want to check out my guy, he's streaming as well. We did not link up. I messed up this morning. I posted it last night. So if you want to check out his stream as well, he is live over there. Big Draft Energy. I'll be live till 9:50. I don't know when he's going to be live till. So if I pop off and he's still up, make sure you guys go check out his stream as well. What's up, Brendan? Merry Christmas. I got a dilemma. Second round of the championship game. Hang on. I'm on the clock. Tight end. I'm going to pop Mark Andrews. Flex. Ooh, it's rough living. It is rough living. I'm actually going to go. Let's go Dalton Schultz. Let's double flex tight end. I think we're set on this one. So I do want to pop into some pick'ems here too as well. Second round of the championship game, I'm up by 1. I have Kamara, and he said he wants to play on Sunday. He is. Well, I mean, I'm not saying he is, but he's hopeful to play is the update. I really love Kamara this week if he's out there, man. Such a good matchup. My other options are Worthy, Andrews, DeMario Douglas, and Kraft. What sucks is God, see, this is another one of those bad decisions. Like, you're in the championship game. Your games are on Wednesday. So do I play Worthy now and hope Kamara doesn't play, or do I wait for Kamara and then I'm stuck with, Andrews, DeMario Douglas, and Kraft? I would wait for Kamara. The value's way better. If, you sit Worthy, Kamara doesn't play, and then you can't play Andrews either, I'd probably roll out Kraft because of shootout game if that's how it plays out. Medina, thank you for the super chat. Always straight to the top of the list. Thank you. Means the world. Merry Christmas to you and your family. 0.5 PPR pick 2. Amon Ra is always a start. I never question that. Jennings, Pickens, Thielen, and McMillan. So here's the thing. I really like Pickens tonight. It's tough to trust him on his first game back. The Chiefs have been kind of hemorrhaging more points to the wide receiver than the beginning of the year. But I really like Jennings, too, on Monday night versus a depleted Lions defense. So, it's tough, man. It could be Debo. It could be, Kittle. Debo picked up last week. Pickens is a 30% target share guy. I do like Pickens, but I really like that Niners-Detroit game because Detroit's defense is missing 10 starters, and they've got 16 guys on IR, so their defense is just shambles. That's like a coin flip, though, because it's Pickens' first game back for me. I really wish, he was out there for like 2 to 3 weeks. But I'm okay if you want to roll out Pickens. I mean, I'm rolling out Pickens in one league, too. I have 7 championships. I'm rolling him out in one of them, and he's the only one I have him in. Mr. Magic, Devonta Smith, man, I don't know. Oh, wait, I missed it. Play Spears or Dobbins, who can come back in the snap count. I like Spears versus Jacksonville. Tony Pollard's banged up. I missed that, Mr. Magic. My bad. Devonta Smith, I mean, it depends on if Hurts is out there. If, concussion protocol right now. Matchup, Cowboys is great. I mean, I like Devonta Smith if Hurts is out there. But, again, now we have to make decisions early in the week because these Christmas games and the Thursday games and the Saturday games. So it's like, it's tough. Road King says, need upside Laporta, Jonnu, D-Hop, or Worthy. So if Waddle doesn't go, Jonnu has one of the most plus matchups versus the tight end. So if Waddle doesn't go, I play Jonnu. If Waddle plays, I'm throwing out Laporta in a massive shootout game and a high-scoring game versus the Niners, even though it's a tough matchup, and you get the Monday night last laugh. D-Hop or Worthy. It's become Worthy. Worthy's a safer play than D-Hop now. And I know, and it kind of sucks. Like, I'm trying to stay away now that they have, Travis Kelce, D-Hop, Worthy, Hollywood Brown. The target share is going to be all over the place. So I'm trying to, stay away from that if I can. Mohammed says Fairbairn or McLaughlin. McLaughlin is my kicker number 1 on the week. The Carolina Panthers are dead last versus the kicker. I love McLaughlin this week 100%. I do like Fairbairn too, but I'm going with the upside of who gives up more field goals and more points. Because the Texans are going to get Baltimore. Yeah, they're a good, red zone. But still, the Bucs need to win, and they can roll over the Panthers, hopefully. Emilio, happy Christmas. Merry Christmas to you as well. Merry Christmas to everyone in chat. Hope you guys are having a good morning. Get those presents. We're going to get that present of the Fantasy Football Championship. Let's go, baby. Jalen ain't playing. We do not know yet. So they can afford to sit him. So if you look at it like this, right? So because the division standings, so I'll show you guys this, right? This is what makes it tough for Jalen Hurts as well, right? So because the standings, the Eagles will keep their bye, right? Because this whole division is one division. So they can't get the bye from the Eagles. So they can literally sit everyone for the next 2-3 weeks and still hold that bye because Minnesota and Green Bay and Detroit are fighting for one spot because they're one division. So then you look at the rest and you go, oh, Rams, Falcons, Tampa Bay. They have a 4-game lead over everybody, and they can still hold the home field bye. So it really, really makes it a difficult decision for Jalen Hurts as well because we don't know how it's going to play out. That's what sucks. J2 Nice says start Mark Andrews today or took a Okonkwo. Mark Andrews has been popping touchdowns, man. I'm going with play your stud. I know Okonkwo saw 10 straight targets. He's one of the guys that I like to target. I'm playing him in a couple championships. Is it risky? Yes, very risky. The game script where he's been getting 10 targets, they've been really behind. So now they're in a matchup where it's not going to be really behind. It's going to be a really ugly game. Is he still going to see that volume? Possibly. Mason Rudolph loves him a ton, but you're playing the Jags, right? Tough call there. I'd still go Mark Andrews. Andre, shout out to you. Merry Christmas, brother. How we doing? Emilio says, I have a big question for my team in the final. I need 2 wide receivers, 1 flex, and a tight end. Options are DJ Moore, DK, Marvin Harrison, Jacoby Myers, Watson, Tyrone Tracy. A tight end, it's either Kraft, Pat Freiermuth, or Okonkwo. See, Okay, let me break this down here. 2 wide receivers, 1 flex. So I'm not starting Marvin Harrison. I'm done with him. I would go DJ Moore. I would go DK. I would go Jacoby Myers at flex because we don't know about Tyrone Tracy. If Tyrone Tracy is playing, I would put him over Myers because I think it's another big game here for Brock Bowers with how he's chasing all the records. So I think Aiden O'Connell is just going to feed him. So I'd go those 3, and then I'd go Tyrone Tracy if he's out there over Myers. At tight end, I don't like Pat Freiermuth with even though he has a great matchup with Pickens back. I do like Kraft in a shootout game. I think I like Okonkwo more than all of them. I think that one I like Okonkwo more right there. Brendan says, I will say my Kamara dilemma is a 0.5 tight end premium league. If that moves the needle, I was leading Kamara route as well. Kamara gets the matchup for Kamara. If he's out there and playing, you get the Raiders at home. Kamara is going to feast. And if he's fighting to play in week 17 and 18 when their season's over, you know he's going to go off. I really like Kamara. I'd wait for it. J2, nice new 2 wide receivers this week. Devontae Adams, Scary Terry, Mike Evans, or Keenan Allen. I would go Terry McLaurin. He's my smash play of the week. The Atlanta Falcons are hemorrhaging targets and points to the wide receiver 1. Mike Evans' matchup is very hard to ignore. Fuck, man, you got to get Scary Terry, Devontae Adams, and Mike Evans in your lineup. And Keenan Allen's been balling too, but I don't like this matchup for Keenan that much this week. I've been all on the Keenan Allen train for like 3-4 weeks, but I don't like it this week. I don't know about a banged up Garendo versus the Lions. So when you're looking at, this is the way you got to notice in fantasy football right here, Mr. Magic. So when you're looking at your Yahoo app or your Sleeper app or whatever it is, it's going to show the Lions and it's going to show red that they've been good versus the run all year long. They have, but now they have too many injuries, man. They have 10 starters out. They have 5 superstars out from the beginning of the year on their defense. That defense is shambles. Shanahan run game. I like Garendo a lot this week. Amilo says, also defense, no many things available is either Kansas, what I have now, on Kansas City, what I have now, or on the waivers, Titan, Jags, Rams. Rams is interesting. I mean, you don't know what's going to happen with the Cards. We don't know if Connor's going to be out there. It's either Rams or Chiefs for me on that one. Victor says, Merry Christmas to you, brother. Happy holidays to you and your family. With no Tank Dell, who's going to fill in for him. So they signed Deontay Johnson. He's not going to be a part this time. I don't feel like he's going to be there till the playoffs. Dalton Schultz will see a step up. Maybe John Mechie. I liked him a lot out of college 2 years ago. He hasn't really had his chance. Or it could be, the old man Robert Woods, but I'm not starting any of them. Fang says, what's up, Sleepball? If Kamara doesn't play, replacement options, is it Najee or Abdullah? I would wait for Kamara over Najee. I don't like that at all. I even like Abdullah probably over Najee. I ranked him very bottom, like 34, 36. The matchup is rough for Najee. This is the number 1 run D right now they're about to face, so I don't know if I like that at all. Who is more likely to hit, Nico for 90 or JT for 100? I love them both. That is, as I'll get to the pick'ems here, I'll start the pick'ems probably about like 9:30, and I'll go through each game I like. If you guys are not on drafters.com, you can sign up using code SLEEZE. Right now they have a bonus for 69.5 for Nico. This is an absolute lock for me. Do I see Keenan balling tomorrow night? No, this is one of the weeks I do not like Keenan. So I've liked Keenan. If you guys have been back here for like 3-4 weeks now. This is a tougher matchup. The secondary for Seattle is very good. I don't like him as much as I did last week. Tyson says, who should I plug in if Connor doesn't play? Tracy, Etienne, Bigsby, Abdullah, or Stevenson? Tracy's matchup, if he's out there, is what you have to go with. I'm not touching the Jags running back because it seems every other week they're switching who gets the more carries. It was Bigsby, then it was Etienne, and it was Bigsby. Probably be Etienne again this week, like with the way they're doing it. So if Connor doesn't go and Tracy doesn't go, I'm going Stevenson. So that's how I'd play that one. So Connor would be my 1, Tracy would be my 2, Stevenson would be my 3. What's up, Daniel? Would you start Higgins over Adams, BTJ, St. Brown, or Collins? Dude, that's so stacked. I mean, the matchup's great. The Bengals are rolling. I don't think I'm starting him over Adams, BTJ, St. Brown, or Collins, though. I mean, those are superstar names right now. And BTJ is now a must start every single week. The guy's an absolute stud. I'm done doubting him. Colts or Philly D. I have the Colts as my number 1 D. I have the Eagles as number 3, so you're good either way. But I like to target the New York Giants offense. Drew Lock is absolutely terrible. Any updates on James Conner? I've not looked at my phone since we started the stream. Let me see here. I'm going to check. James Conner updates. Let me go to my BN Fantasy feed. News. Chiefs inactives. Chris Jones not playing on defense. That hurts the Chiefs right there if you have the Chiefs D. Justin Fields out. Joey Porter out at corner. Really helps the Chiefs wide receivers. He's a superstar corner. Don't see. Got nothing on James Conner yet, man. This is what's hurting right now in fantasy football. We're in the championship. We got games on Wednesday. And we got players out across the board. What's good, Daniel? Brendan says, Kamara also needs 50 yards to break 1,000 yards for the first time in his career. I'm sure he's pushing to get that. He is. There's tons of bonuses that are going to be happening, too. I want to find like a Twitter post from someone who knows all the contract incentives heading into Week 17 as well. That'd be something to look at. J2 Nice says, got Kyron at my flex. That's money. Saquon Barkley, Chase Brown. Fuck, yeah. You got to roll those 3 out. I mean, is this like an 8 to 10 man league? That team is loaded, bro. I see Disco in there. There we go.
Jacko today, but if you're willing to wait.
What's good, brother?
Oh, Sleazimus. I could hear you loud and clear. Can you hear me all right?
I got you. What's good?
So
I'll mute in and mute out. I got a bunch of questions got to catch up on.
You're Gucci. Pacheco, MVS, or Trey Benson in Superflex full
Can you hear me?
PPR. I would say I
Can
like
you guys
Pacheco
hear me in chat?
the most out of all of them, but if James Conner's missing and you're willing to be patient for the ultimate team play, go Trey Benson.
I'm going to mute him for a second. When I start, Jalen Hurts or Jaden Daniel? I'm going Jaden Daniels. Hurts the concussion. They got the lead. I don't think they're going to play him out there. Let me know if you can hear me, though, in chat right now because I muted him in Discord, and I don't know if I can. If you guys can hear me. So type a 1 or something if you can hear me. I'm good? Okay. Teddy in the building. What's up, brother? Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas to the fam. Ben says, should I go with Hill, Flowers, Aaron Jones, or Jonnu at the flex? God, you guys are like stacked in like 10-man leagues. Tyreek Hill is still too hard to sit for me. I mean, Flowers, this is the first time I like Flowers in a long time. The matchup's good. Aaron Jones, tough matchup, but still shootout game. Jonnu Smith, I like as well, too. So, I mean, love that. I'm going Tyreek Hill. Quinn says 0.25 per carry and 1 point PPR. Pick 2 running backs, 1 wide receiver, 2 flex. I'm on Raw, Puka, Nico, Bucky, JT, and Achan. Bro, holy shit. This is 6 superstars I'm about to break down. Okay, you definitely got to start JT. He's playing the New York Giants. He could pop 40 again. So that's definitely your number 1 with 0.25 per carry. I'm going Bucky, JT, Achan is my flex, and 1 wide receiver out of Amon, Ra, Puka, and Nico. Oh my God, bro. I mean, what is the rest of the roster here, Quinn? This is insane. This is either a great draft or like a 6 to 8 man league or a 10-man league. You can't sit Achan. You can't, especially in PPR, you can't sit Bucky. You can't sit JT. You can't sit Puka. You can't sit Nico. You can't sit Amon Ra. If I had to pick 1 wide receiver that I ranked higher than all of them, I ranked Puka at 3, Nico at 4, Amon Ra at 7. So if that helps you out at all, but fuck, those are superstars, man. I can't jump on that grenade. Lucius says, gifted from Fantasy Dog. Thank you, brother. Means the world, man. We are going to crank through all these questions here. Then I'm going to look into the pick-ems that I like for every single game. And last week, guys, I went 23 for 31 on the pick-ems. It was absolute fire. Joe Bordello, what's up? Merry Christmas, man. Welcome back. Brother, we are in it now, starting T and Terry. Also have London Pickens. I love Terry this week. Terry's one of my smash plays this week. If Singletary, if he misses, if you had to bench one knowing Tracy is injured, what are we doing? So, man, I love that Tracy matchup versus the Colts. They're like the fantasy football pot of gold. They struggle everywhere. also have London Pickens. I think I'm sitting Pickens on his first game back. I think I'd play it safe. But, I mean, you might just have to – I mean, he plays today, so you might just have to just sit Tracy and be like, we're riding it out because the injuries playing on Wednesday and everything is just – ugh. What's up, Chester? Do I start Hollywood Brown versus the Steelers? Depends on the rest of your lineup. I mean, you can throw him out there as a flex play. He's probably going to play 45, 50% of the snaps. Will he see the same volume as last week? We don't know. You know, they got a rotation of 3 wide receivers now. Steelers are down their top corner and Porter Jr., so you got to like that. I mean, you can flex him. I'd say it's risky still. Ronnie G, start 2 in the flex. Pickens, Worthy, Garendo, Myers, Abdullah. I like Garendo a lot on Monday night, and I would go Myers over Pickens just because it's his first game back. Worthy, like I said, in a timeshare there, so tough there as well. Big Drive Energy, I'm in his Cord, so if you guys want to check out his stream as well, he is live over on YouTube as well. Co-host of my show, co-host of his show. We're just doing 2 different Christmas streams as well. Make sure you smash my guy a sub. Make sure you go smash a like on his stream. Tell him Merry Christmas. Steven says, good morning, afternoon, happy holidays. Happy holidays to you and your family. Merry Christmas. Made it to the championship. Full PPR running back, Chase Brown, James Cook. Love that. A.J. Brown, Jamar Chase, the guy. Josh Jacobs, McConkey, bench Pickens, Jennings, Downs, Dowdle, Harris. Any changes? No. I like... So Chase Brown, James Cook, must start. A.J. Brown, Jamar Chase, must start. Josh Jacobs, must start. McConkey, must start. Pickens, I would like if it wasn't his first game back. The rest, I'm staying away from. Downs, bad game script versus the Giants. Dowdle, very bad game script. Najee playing the number 1 D. Jennings, I do like Jennings versus Detroit, but not over McConkey. I think you nailed that. Chaney and Curley about to be a great game. I'm so mad about that, Teddy. Fire up Xavier Worthy. He has become a, nice floor play. It's just going to be tough now with Hollywood Brown back in the mix too. Thank you for the membership. Thank you for the gifted Fantasy Dog. Absolute GOAT, brother. I got to pull up as I drop my mouse pad all the way down to the ground. I got to pull up Disco stream as well. I'm going to go in here and I'm going to gift some memberships right now for Merry Christmas. All right, here we go. Let me catch back up here. Okay. Merry Christmas, dude. Merry Christmas to you, Nat, Mom. Yeah, we're about to go eat some handballs, Iowa style. I cannot wait. Merry Christmas, Sleaze, and that great fam dog. Thank you, Fantasy. Or Fantasy Dog. Antonio, if James Conner plays, would I start him? I would start James Conner if he plays. I do like Spears, but if put it this way, if Tony Pollard is to sit, which he's older, it's the end of the season, it could happen. Spears is going bananas. The matchup is great versus Jacksonville. Be growing, pick 1 flex, Pickens, Cup, Ridley, Charbonnet. K9 is already ruled out, guys. So I like Charbonnet a ton. The Chicago Bears have been getting gashed by the run in the past 6 weeks. They're like the 3rd worst, I believe. I don't have my chart, but it's off the top of my head. I know they're top 5 worst. I just don't know 3, 4, or 5. They've been getting crushed. Laporta or Njoku. I don't think Njoku's going to be out there. He's getting an MRI on his knee. I would still go Laporta either way on Monday night. I know it's a tough matchup versus Fred Warner, but I don't trust DTR at all as quarterback. So I'm staying away from, look what happened last week. I was like, do not start Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy did nothing. DTR is freaking terrible, man. Put Jameis Winston back in, and I'd throw Njoku out there for sure. Evan says, happy holidays. Love Stafford, Caleb, or Bryce. You got to go Jordan Love this week. This is the Jordan Love smash play week. They're not playing the Saints. It's not a bad game script. It's a monster game versus the Vikings. 48.5 over under, I believe. That's off the top of my head. Let me see. Packers, Vikings. 48.5. Bam. Fucking nailed it. I'm playing the high point game there. That would be a struggle for me all year. What a team. God's honest truth. Merry Christmas. Who you started, Chuba Hubbard or White? Man, Chuba's going to get more volume, but Chuba has a very, very tough matchup this week. So when you're looking at the Bucks, right, and people think the Bucks defense is a plus matchup, it is not a plus matchup. Look what happened to Rico Dowdle last week. Their front seven is very nasty at stuffing the run. They do struggle to pass catching backs. Rashad White and Hubbard are both pass catching backs. You know, Rashad White could be a nice play versus Carolina, but it's become kind of the Bucky show. Rashad White kind of, you know, you saw him in garbage time save his day with some receptions, but Bucky looked fucking great. I think I go Hubbard still, but it's close because I really don't like the matchup for Tampa rushing wise. Looking good, Fantasy Dog. Thank you, man. God's honest truth. Also, Kittle or Kels, no bias. I mean, here, let me go like this. This is a good one. I like this question a lot. So, versus the tight end, I'm gonna go on the past 4 weeks instead of going with my gut here. I'm gonna give you a little statistical breakdown here. So, Chiefs, Travis Kelce, 7 targets a game, right? Or in the past 3, so he's averaging about 6-7 targets. He's gonna get the Steelers. So the Pittsburgh Steelers right now, this is the best I could give you. The Pittsburgh Steelers are 3rd worst versus the tight end in the past 4 weeks, giving up 17 points. So you have to like that. Detroit, though, they're giving up 11, so 6 points less on average, and their defense is beat up even more. I think I'm still going Kelsey. You know Kelsey is going to have one of those deliver games in the championship game to like pump his season back up and everyone gets excited. Michael Regine, what's up, my guy? Merry Christmas. Flex, I have Walker and Sharp. Walker is out already. Sharp is locked in. Get Sharp into your lineups. It's going to be great. For my D, I have the Chargers or the Colts. I'm going with the Colts. I am always targeting the New York Giants offense. I smashed on Atlanta last week, and Atlanta absolutely crushed Drew Lock. He is not a starting quarterback in the NFL. He looks freaking terrible. Linda, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you and your family as well. Need to start 2 DJ Pickens or Sutton. I've been liking Sutton the past 2 weeks. He had super plus matchups and did nothing with it. He gets another good matchup versus Cincy this week. I don't know if I trust him and Bo Nix connection. I'm probably going to go DJ and Pickens, but it's super close between Pickens and Sutton because it's Pickens' first game back. It's like a 51-49 Pickens. So if your gut's leaning one way, go with your gut. I mean, Sutton has a great matchup too. He hasn't done much with the great matchups. So I think I'm going to go Pickens for the touchdown upside. Blizzard, what's up? Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you. Would you start Stafford or Goff? I'm going Goff. The Detroit Lions have to score at will from here on out. Their defense is beat up. They're probably going to drop 20, 30 points for quarterback for Goff the rest of the way. Silva says, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you. What do you think? Sutton, DJ Moore, or Jennings? I like DJ Moore over Sutton. Jennings has a great matchup versus the depleted Lions defense. Sutton I just talked about. I don't know if I trust him after he had 2 of the best matchups in football the past 2 weeks and did nothing with it. I mean, he could. Man, that's tough. I mean, I'm going DJ Moore, but Sutton would be my second. Keeps, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Half PPR, pick 1 wide receiver, George Pickens, London, Keenan Allen. Charbonnet is definitely rolling out for me, and Tony Pollard. So pick 1 wide receiver and a flex. Gotta be Sharp. Charbonnet has to be out there. The Bears are hemorrhaging points to the running back. George Pickens, London, Keenan Allen, and Tony Pollard. So 1 wide receiver. Oof. Pickens, London, Keenan Allen. Let me look at this for a second here. I'm going to pull up both charts. This is super close. I'm going to pull up my season long. I'm going to pull up recent. Commanders have been very good versus the wide receiver 1 in the past 4 weeks. They ranked top 7 on the season. Commanders about middle of the pack, 31.9. So they've gotten a lot better down the stretch here with the Lattimore addition. Lattimore is going to be on London probably, 40, 50% of the time. This is a really good question because it's close on all fronts. Keenan Allen seen massive volume. George Pickens could be a good play, Fuck. I'm gonna go with Keenan Allen, but it's risky. that's risky on all of them. You got to go Keenan with 3 20-point games or 4 20-point games out of the past 5 weeks. Still, it's a tougher matchup versus that Seattle secondary. McMillan versus the Panthers or Metcalf versus the Bears. McMillan is putting up a touchdown every single game for some reason in the past 3. Metcalf got a TD last week. When you're looking at the Bears defense versus the wide receiver here, Bears are about 36.9 points per game, which is, bottom 10. When I'm looking at Seattle in a must-win game for them with, the Rams winning last week, they're going up against the Bears. The Bears right in the same spot. I go DK there, bro, just because it's Seattle's do-or-die game. Michael Regine, I was down 11 going into Monday night because my opponent had Aubrey, Aubrey broke records last week, man. Packers defense, dude, I said that on stream, Mike. I was like, I expect the Packers to get 17 plus. They got 20. I love it. They were my defense 1. I had Atlanta at defense 3. Atlanta was defense 1, but it was close. Drippy says pick 3, Tyreek, Higgins, BTJ, Cup, DJ Moore. Oh my God. So Tyreek has to be a start. The matchup is way too good versus Carolina or Cleveland. And that they got DTR at QB, so they're just going to feast on him. Higgins, great matchup. BTJ, kind of a tough matchup. Cup, do we trust him after the past 2 weeks? I don't know. He has a great matchup too. DJ Moore, man, this is a stacked team. I think I'm going Tyreek. I'm going Higgins, and I'm going Cup. And it's crazy. I think Cup is going to have one of those bring back your fantasy team championship games. I wouldn't be mad if you went Higgins or BTJ over Cup, though. What's crazy for the last week, I had no choice. Judy, all 3 of my wide receivers had 3 points. I saw that. Dude, that was rough, Teddy. Dude, my team dropped 60 points in the fucking opening playoff round. It was horrible. Did you say Drake London a must start? So Drake London has a very tough matchup. Commanders have been very good versus the wide receiver. They have their superstar corner they got from the Saints. Now they got Marshawn Lattimore. He'll shadow him probably 40-50%. I mean, he got heavy targeted from Michael Penix, though, in like the first 2 drives. So do I like it? Do I love it? It's right in the middle for Drake London. Keenan Allen seeing massive targets, massive volume, tough matchup for them. That's such a coin flip between Drake and Keenan. I mean, I go Keenan, but it's close. Trust starting Jaden Reed. I like Jaden Reed a lot this week, Fang. You're going up against the Minnesota Vikings. They are dead last versus the wide receiver. They're second last in yards allowed to the wide receiver. You're in a shootout game. I think this is going to be a good week to play Jaden Reed, although it's freaking risky. They're not going to be able to lean on Josh Jacobs and run over the Vikings like they did the Saints. That's not going to happen. What pickup from the Steelers game? All right, so I'll dive into a couple here, then I'll answer more questions as we go. Steelers game, what I like here is Russell Wilson's 226 passing. I've taken this card a ton now that George Pickens is back. It seems like an outlier here, so I'll pull up this as well. This is the Chiefs versus the wide receiver in yards per game allowed in the past 3 weeks. So they're dropping about 260, so about 245. And you can't run on the Chiefs. So this is why I like Russell Wilson's passing. They're the number 1 rushing defense, so it's going to be really rough for Najee. Maybe Jalen sees some receiving work. I could like the 19.5 there as well. But I don't think that's going to happen. So it's kind of a iffy there. Pickens 65, first game back. Don't want to touch it. Hollywood Brown's receptions is intriguing to me, especially with Joey Porter Jr. out and how many targets he saw last week. So I do like the 3.5 receptions. I don't know if I want to touch the 42.5 yards. Xavier Worthy's yards, very enticing. The deep ball is going to be wide open for the Chiefs with Porter Jr. out. He could probably pop the top anytime, and it could be a big game for him. But again, it's like a roulette wheel with these Chiefs wide receivers, so tough there. Harrison Butker's kicker points, always interesting, especially with the Pittsburgh front 7 in the red zone. So that's another one I like there. But if I had to take one lock from each of these games, and if you guys aren't on Drafters, they have a promo right now for Nico Collins at 69.5. That's an absolute lock. You can sign up using code SLEAZE. So Russell Wilson is my lock for the Pittsburgh game, 226 passing. I think he covers that easy. You're not going to be able to run much. Najee's 44, tough to look at. I do like Calvin Austin, longest reception at 16.5. He seems to get that every single game. Let me catch up here. Joseph says, half PPR, Chig, Schultz, or Hawkinson. I like TJ Hawkinson. Chig is my number 8. Schultz is my number 11. Hawkinson's my number 6. Hawkinson's saw his first snaps of the season go to the highest since his injury. Shootout game. And Green Bay, if they have one weak spot on defense, it's versus the tight end. Super chats always straight to the top. What is good, Thomas? Merry Christmas, man. Thank you for the $2 holler. PPR, Schultz or Muth, Miami or Indy. Oh, so dude, Indy's my number 1. Miami's my number 2. So Miami versus DTR is very nice too. So I mean, you can't go wrong either way there. I mean, those are my top 2 defenses of the week. And Schultz and Muth, I do have Schultz higher for the first time in a long time. So with the Tank Dell injury, I don't think Deontay Johnson is going to step in. I do not trust Schultz at all. But if there's ever a decent week for him to be a decent play, this is the week. And it sucks saying that because I was out on Schultz all year long. But the injuries are just piling up, and they're going to have to score points here, and they're going to have to move the ball. I think Schultz is a better play. That Pickens is back now. Lucius says, sorry you missed the last one. Sit one, Shakir Worthy or Thielen. Thanks. Have a great Christmas. Merry Christmas to you as well. Sit one, Shakir Worthy or Thielen. Okay, let me break this down here. So, where is the Panthers game? I believe that there is an injury I want to check. So, J.C. Horn. Okay. Winfield, Whitehead, both safeties over the top might miss for the Bucks. You gotta throw Thielen out there. He should be a smash play. I think I'm gonna sit Shakir, bro. Crazy to say, but I'm gonna sit Shakir. I'm gonna take Worthy because Porter Jr. is out for the Steelers, so I like him to toast to whatever corner he's going against. Chester, Mahomes or Richardson? I have them QB 12 and QB 13 in my rankings side by side. Mahomes has so many weapons now, healthy with the ankle off last week. He still played 20, dropped his third 20-point game of the season last week. Mahomes is hard to sit now with all the weapons. And it's going to be a tough run game for Pacheco. He's been terrible. So I think I'm going Mahomes, but I do like Richardson as well. It's very close. So I think you're in a good spot. Evan K says McMillan, Dowdle, DJ Moore, Spears, or Reed, half PPR. So I don't like Dowdle this week. McMillan, super tough to trust, although he's popping touchdowns. DJ Moore, Spears, or Reed. DJ Moore. So if Tony Pollard's out, I'm going Tyjae Spears. And the good thing is you have Reed on Monday night, so you get to wait for that. So I think that's how I'd play it. I would go wait for Spears, or wait to see if Tony Pollard's out. I would start Spears. I would wait, and then if Tony Pollard plays, I would throw out Jaden Reed. I think Jaden Reed's going to have a big week. Number 9 likes. Smash the likes, y'all. Merry Christmas to Sleaze and the fam. Thank you, Fantasy Dog. All the support's greatly appreciated, guys. If you guys are new to the channel, smash the sub, smash the like. You guys have been absolutely amazing with all the support this year. I mean, I started this at 0 subscribers when the season started with 2-3 viewers, and now we are here. It is absolutely awesome. You guys have been amazing. I can't thank you enough. And I'll be doing a giveaway I'll give $100 away in week 9 or playoffs round 1. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a chart on the comments of a video that I do, and all you have to do is copy and paste it, pick the winners and pick the score, and whoever picks all the right winners and all the right scores for round 1, I'll give $100 to it, and I'll tally it all up to give back to you guys for all the support you guys have shown me. Matthew Castano says, I have Pacheco and Kamara. I'm waiting for Kamara. I do not like Pacheco. It's absolutely terrible with what's going on with Pacheco. I mean, I said 4 weeks ago that when Pacheco comes back, he will not have a 10-point fantasy game for the rest of the season. And that is a clip I am waiting to post everywhere if it hits, because I don't think he's going to do it. That injury, man. So Jalen Waddle had that same injury last year. He still doesn't look the same, and he doesn't even run like Pacheco. So that's rough for him. God's honest truth. Okay, Kittle needs 33 yards, hit another 1,000. Lock that in. I got him in, but in my flex, Kels or Pickens, even though it's his first game back, but Pitt needs him. They do. They really do need him. You can't sit George Kittle, though. He's just a monster. Oh, man. Travis Kelce has a great matchup, too. Pickens, let's go like this. I usually know stuff off the top of my head, but when all the information starts flying. So let's go here. Let's go Steelers. Damn, man. So Steelers versus the wide receiver guys in the past 4 weeks, they're giving up 39 points, which is bottom 6. So the Chiefs are definitely going to eat with Porter Jr. out. Kansas City only giving up 33. They've given up, it's Kansas City defense has gotten a lot better. Man, I like Pickens too, but I think I go Kels. It's close. John Jones says Knicks or Darnold 6-point pass into the dude. Darnold's on fire, bro. You're in a shootout game versus Green Bay. I'm definitely going Darnold. Too many, dude. Jordan Addison getting a touchdown every game. Justin Jefferson. I'm going with Darnold. Kicker Rashard, Dicker, or Cardi, or do you recommend another kicker? Depends on who is available. Chester. I've also dropped my kicker and defense ranking. I have Rashard higher than those three, just because of the shootout game. But if you have other options, so let me go like this. I'll pull it up for you if you want. This is where I rank them out. Oh, wrong one. Go here. So, you're not really, if you can find Jason Sanders or Jake Bates on your waiver wire, those would be the only guys probably available on your waiver wire. Or Chase McLaughlin's my number 1, but I like Will Rashard at number 6 as well. Matt Gay would be my streamer of the week I like versus the New York Giants as well. Another gifted from Fantasy Dog, absolute GOAT, brother. All in one show, how we doing, brother? He says, Burrow. Have to start Joe Burrow. Gibbs, that's the best thing you could ever say when you have Jahmyr Gibbs on your team. He's going to win championships by himself. Jacobs. So Gibbs, Jacobs, running back 1 and 2. Okay, wide receiver 1 and 2. Puka Higgins like that. Kels, flex, Connor, London, Jennings, stuck at who to start at flex, but locked in on the rest. I like the rest of the lineup is nice. London has a very tough matchup. It's going to be, Lattimore, and the Commanders have gotten very good versus the wide receiver the past couple weeks. If Connor's out there, you have to start Connor. I would not be mad at you for starting Jennings over London, though. The Detroit Lions defense is beat up across the board, so it's just weird because Debo kind of bounced back, and Kittle's going to get his. So, and you got Garendo back out there now, so Debo might not see as many carries. I mean, Jennings is a nice matchup too, but I wouldn't be mad if you went Jennings over London, but I'd go Connor for sure if he's out there. Michael Regine, thanks for all your help. Your family getting mad. I'm doing off and on Christmas. No worries, brother. If you got to spend time with the family always first, man. Merry Christmas, brother. I got about 8-10 minutes left here, guys. Fire away every question you have. I'm going to rapid fire through these. I've fallen behind here a little bit. I do want to get a couple pick'ems in for the next game. My opponent's team is Daniels, H.A.M. Ford, St. Brown, Adams, Hawkins, and J.C.'s in really strong lineup. God damn, that is. Daniels, H.N. I like Ford. I don't like Ford a lot as much this week as I did last week, though, by the way. St. Brown, Adams, Hawkinson, that's nasty. J.C.'s in, that's nasty. That's going to be close. John, sit 1. Nico, Mike Evans, Chase Brown, Bucky, Bijan, James Cook. Dude, John. Sit 1. Nico, Mike Evans, Chase Brown, Bucky, Bijan, James Cook. I'm sitting BTJ. Those are all superstars, but BTJ has a tough matchup, but he's hard to sit. But those are all just superstar names. I would sit BTJ. I'm really stuck to still believe in Drake London or start Keenan Allen for the week. I mean, I went over this one. I think I'm going Keenan, but it's close. Another gifted from Fantasy Dog. Absolute GOAT, man. You're the absolute best supporter for both of our channels, man. I can't thank you enough for the year. Bulldog says, Merry Christmas, bro. Didn't see Thielen in your wide receiver rankings. Am I crazy to start him over Garrett Wilson? So Garrett Wilson just got the update of getting more involved, or he's going to be more involved. They've been feeding Devontae Adams. I do like Thielen versus the Bucks. Just he has, he's not on his Thielen train that he was. I know he lost a touchdown a couple weeks ago. They should have had. A-Rod's out there. I'd say that's like a 50. I mean, this is the lowest I've ranked Garrett Wilson in a long time. So I wouldn't be mad if you played Thielen over Garrett Wilson, but Garrett Wilson's a superstar, man. It's hard to sit Garrett Wilson. Do I play Tucker or Ryland? I like Tucker in this situation. I do not trust anything with Ryland. Stroud or Russ, EB. So the Kansas City matchup is good. Pittsburgh matchup for Russ with the Kansas City, it's all right. Stroud, Baltimore, the passing game, they give up a ton. So, I mean, I think I'm going Stroud, but it's close. It's very close. Thank you for gifted membership again, Fantasy Dog, to Davey. What's good? Start Pickens, Thielen, or Ford. Swift, I'm not touching Swift this week. He didn't even look good last week, and they didn't even use him in a game script where they were behind in a revenge game versus the Lions. Pickens, Thielen, or Ford. I'd say Ford is your safe play. And then Thielen is your safe play. Pickens is your major upside play. But first game back, risky. EBJ season or Debo? J season, man. Debo pops one game. That's awesome still. I'm a Niners fan. I don't know if I trust Debo. He's not going to get the same work, too, with Garendo back. He's not going to see the carries like that. So I'm definitely going to. Dude, J season is so smooth. Thanks, brother. Merry Christmas. Liked and subscribed. Thank you, my guys. Standard scoring, start one. Sharbs, Evan, or Nico Charbonnet. I mean, wow, fuck. Evans is nice, too, and Nico. God damn, bro. That's a tough one, Alex. Those are all superstars, and I really like Sharp versus the Chicago Bears. Here, listen to this. So, Chicago Bears, guys, and this is for Zach Charbonnet if you have him in your lineup or you have anything about him right now. The Chicago Bears in the past 6 weeks of football are second last versus the running back. They are second last in third last in yards allowed. They're giving up 31.55 points. They've given up a 1.5 touchdown average per game, and they don't allow much in the receiving work. So this is just pure rushing yards. This is how bad beat up their defensive line is. Charbonnet has such a plus matchup today. It's hard to sit Charbonnet. Babster, what's good, my man? Got Gibbs, Jacobs, BTJ, Jefferson, Flex, Sharbs. We just talked about it. Charbonnet, I'm not sitting this week. It's too good of a matchup. Neighbors, Debo, Tracy, Devonta. Goddamn, your lineup is stacked. I'm not sitting Gibbs. I'm not sitting Jacobs. I'm not sitting Jefferson. I'm not sitting Sharbs. If anything, BTJ kind of does have a tough matchup this week, but man, he's like matchup proof. I mean, I like Devonta's matchup versus Dallas. I like Neighbors' matchup. I like Debo's matchup. I like Tracy versus Indy. This is a stacked roster. I think I'm still going BTJ, man. He's electric. Merry Christmas to you, Babster. Shill, Britt, full PPR. I have Cook, Irving, Taylor starting. Do I start Mixon or Spears, Abdullah in the final flex spot? No, I don't like Mixon today. Cook, Irving, Taylor, definitely better options. The thing I would say is if Tony Pollard misses, Tyjae Spears is going to absolutely smash. We just don't know yet. So that's one thing you have to look at here. Hang on. I'm going to go here real quick. I'm going to go here. I'm going to go here. Give me 1 second. I'll answer that in a second here. Okay. JD5, James Conner, Hall, Evans, ARSB, Bowers, London, Spears. JD5, Connor. So JD5, Connor. We don't know about Connor yet. Hall, Mike Evans, ARSB, Bowers, London, Spears, Keenan, Zay. Any changes? So Connor, we don't know if he's going to be out there. That's too early. The Cardinals are gone, so we don't even know. Their season's kind of over. JD5, smash. Brees Hall, I like this week, actually. Mike Evans, smash. ARSB, smash. Bowers, smash. I would say Spears over Connor if Pollard is not out there. If Pollard is out there, I would go Keenan over. I guess you can't, huh? London has a tough matchup, man. I'm staying away from London in the Commanders game. He gets Lattimore. The Commanders are very good. He's got Fantasy Dog has got a team in the UD 50K finals. Let's fucking go, baby. Neighbor slightly hurt. He's been slightly hurt. He'll play. He's kind of like Tony Pollard. He's missed the past 2 weeks of practice. He's still been out there. I am starting Chig over Njoku. And Njoku's also getting an MRI on his knee, by the way, guys. So we don't even know if he's going to be out there either. You saw DTR at quarterback. If your eyes and you watch the game at all and you think you want to start Jerry Jeudy or Njoku with DTR at quarterback, that is completely up to you. That guy is terrible. I cannot say start any Browns wide receivers with him at quarterback. It was atrocious watching it. It sucks, man. They took away Jameis from us right at the end. So I'm going to hop in. Do not leave stream, guys. Thank you guys for all the support today. Merry Christmas to you and your families. I want to hop in my boy's stream. I'm going to redirect it over to him. You don't even have to leave. He's live on YouTube. Make sure you go smash him a like, smash him a sub. I'm going to send you right there right now, and I'll answer questions over there with him as well, too. I do like Goff. Merry Christmas. Best wishes. Thank you, guys. Thank you for all the support. I will be live again by the end of the week. Go over to this guy's stream. He's going to send you right there, and I'm going to hop in stream with him, and we're going to say Merry Christmas, talk out, whatever you guys want. Peace and